Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here with more Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. I've equipped some new stuff, ability-wise, and equipment-wise on everyone, making sure they've got, you know, I wanted to have, you know, body temp and everything, but Zidane needs just a little bit more, everyone else should be fine, and then I've equipped all of our shadow absorption resistance gear on everyone for an upcoming fight. So we come over here and we can check here, and this is the Strong Phantom, Ghost of a Warrior Card Master. I don't know, I guess that's Yukimoto? I don't know. And let's skip this fight, so just 1 second. Alright, so continuing onward, we have what looks like Alexandria in its prime, and another fight. I love this random encounter rate, it's just so wonderful. Alright, so we're continuing on. We're going to run into a bunch of fights on this screen because this screen sucks. We come over here and we see Terra and Gaia fusing into each other. Two moons colliding? No, they look more like... We've seen this before, Zidane. You saw this in Olivert. That's a picture of Gaia being assimilated by Terra. 5,000 years ago, Terra, already an old planet, sought to assimilate Gaia. Terra needed to merge with a younger planet to survive. However, there was already life on Gaia. And so the story began. Yeah, thanks for remembering, Zidane. Life on Terra was coming to an end. We had no choice but to proceed with the fusion, which tragically destroyed Terra's native civilizations. Terra was too old to assimilate everything. Thus, I created the Aoife tree to regulate the flow of souls back to Terra. Alright, so because we get to wander up a really confusing stairway, we're going to hit walls, which means we're going to get into a bunch of fights, so give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, this is the thing I kind of hate about PS1 era games like this, because I'm just pressing up and I'm spending more time just running into a wall than anything else. So, alright, let's tent, and we'll save it. I actually tried doing this before, trying to look for something, and failed completely. So we're going to save over that one now that we're here. And it also took considerably less time to get here, given the number of random encounters I was expecting to get to. But we want to save here because we've got the second optional boss fight coming up, which is why I went ahead and put shadow gear on everyone, because he is just like Ozma when it comes to shadow. So let's use a couple of ethers, make sure everyone is, you know, maxed out MP-wise, because we're going to need it. And we run down here and get into a fight, of course. So 1 second. Okay, so we go through the waterfall, and we come up to Queen swimming. This is actually quite hilarious to me. We an ocean now, fish everywhere. Zidane's like, what are you doing? Swimming after fish. Zidane, you help catch fish too. No. Hard to breathe now. Well, because you keep thinking you're underwater, you can't breathe underwater. It's because you think we're inside an ocean. I can breathe fine, because I know we're not in an ocean. And once Quina realizes that this is all just kind of an illusion, I breathe okay now. But the fish are gone. Aw, poor Quina. Alright, so what we need to do is actually come over here and... Computer. There we go. Mysterious voice. Who dares disturb my sleep? Leave once or you will die. No. 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 This is the optional boss fight, Hades. And like other Final Fantasy games, Hades is able to inflict multitude of status effects, much like he's a living embodiment of bad breath. And we fight him in this void. What? You've defeated Ozma? I've come too far to retreat. So if you've defeated Ozma, he freaks out because he knows Ozma is actually stronger than he is. Judgment Sword, that's fine. Because you're not going to survive. Has 4 items to steal: Reflect Ring, Running Shoes, Robe of Lords, and Battle Boots. Level 92, but with only 55,000 HP. So, not a huge threat. But now that he's freaking out, he's powering up his sword, which will provide a countdown, and then he will unleash his strongest attack. And when he unleashes his strongest attack, it will it will do some damage. So I'm going to put Shell on Zidane, because he has a habit of taking a ton of magic damage. So we're gonna do that. He does lose 3 turns to this while he's charging up his attack. So that's fine. I don't expect him to be alive terribly long. So I'm also gonna put Shell on Dagger, because, you know, just in case. Like I said, I put all of the shadow absorption stuff on, so that should protect us from the base damage, but the status effects afterwards are what we would be concerned with. So that's why I did my best to put every protection ability I had on. So, but yeah, if you're trying to steal everything, the Robe of Lords is really the only thing worthwhile. Everything else is kind of crap. But mostly, you want to defeat him because it opens a synthesis shop here. So that's, you know, a good thing, really. So I'm kind of curious to see how much damage I'm going to take from Hades. But I am really entertained the fact that, oh, we beat him before we got a chance to even get an attack off. So, yeah, we just defeated Hades. That was my goal. 30 AP. That's a lot of AP. So if you... And dropped an elixir and a wing edge. Not that I'm using wing edges, but okay. So... And this is... I commend you for overcoming me. I shall reward you for your impressive feat. Bring me 2 pumice pieces here, and I will synthesize them for you. Then product is something only I can create. However, trying to talk to you again won't let me do it. So we have 2 pumice pieces, and the pumice pieces can be synthesized into pumice, which allows you to summon Arc. But if you've defeated Ozma, you already have that, so you don't really want to give up your pumice pieces because they absorb Shadow and Holy, which is actually kind of a good thing. So there's really no point in that. The only other thing is you could synthesize the 10 armor and got into a fight, so give me 1 second to skip that. Okay, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and leave, because I don't really need to synthesize anything, so there's not much of a point to do so. So Gaia was used to be just one big ocean. Yeah, how did... I don't. For some reason it's in my mind... Okay. Wasn't even born at the time. Yeah, how is all of this something Zidane remembers? It's in my memory too. Gaia used to be covered with water. Maybe that means all existence can be traced back to a single source. Evolution. Alright, so we come up here. The other thing that I really could have synthesized at Hades would be the 10 armor, and that would be sacrificing Senna's hammer. And since I don't really need... I mean, it is Steiner's best armor, but obviously not needed, so. Here is the Kraken, released by Liam Neeson himself. This enemy is just kinda here. Cast Water Gu. I didn't even bother equipping water resistance, but I happen to have it on Freya, it seems, because that healed Freya. So I've got something that's absorbing water damage. And water gun. So he's a Squirtle. Okay. As you can see, it's got three things. It's got a left tentacle, a right tentacle, and the body. You can steal multiple things from it. Looking at the steal list, one tentacle has an elixir, the other has a wing edge, and then the body you can steal Genji Helmet, Wizard Rod, and Glutton's Robe. So I'm not going to bother stealing. And I still have Body Temp on, because I know better than that. I'm just going to kill him. There's really not much of a point to this, so yeah. I'm just going to let him die. The stuff I could steal from him, not really all that worthwhile to me. The Genji Helmet would be nice, but eh. The Glutton's Robe, I could synthesize one of those. So, yeah, again, not really something I'm really all that impressed with. So, and at this point, I really don't need to steal. That's the long and short of it. Like, I really could remove Zidane's steal abilities because I don't. The last bosses here, it's not really worth stealing from. So that's. Oh, you're gonna ink. Okay, that's fine. I think that casts or inflicts blind, and it doesn't matter because can't really blind me. And doing Water Gu again, which, you know, my auto regen is more than enough to handle the damage output, so. Main body has almost 60,000 HP, the tentacles themselves have 18,000, so again, you could kill them if you want, but there's really no point to it. Again, things that are, you know, kind of pointless, that's one of them. Just kill Liam Neeson's pet. Release it, if you would. And then we have one more of the elemental fiends to deal with. So, alright, so it does damage. That's fine. He's actually taking a fair bit of damage. I figured him to be dead a long time ago, given the amount of HP he's got, but. Oh, one of the arms. Oh, the arms are dead. I managed to kill his arms. Okay, so I've done 20,000 damage to the arms at this point, give or take. So, well, 18,000. Oh, and he just kind of waddles over and slaps us. How adorable. That's ridiculous. Waddle, 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 slap. Just... Alright, you can die anytime now, and I would be more than happy. So, just kick the bucket. Yeah, even the description of this one's like, this boss fight is just kind of silly. So, don't even bother. Alright. And again, no XP, 10 and Phoenix down and a Phoenix Pinion. I can't carry any more Phoenix downs, so. Alright, that's about it. So, go up here, and there's going to be a save point here. In this creepy clock room. Give me 1 second. and Steiner Tranced, making that considerably easier. We'll tent, and we'll save it here. And there's one more phantom in here, which is up at the top. I'll show that off, and then I guess this will be a slightly shorter episode. I'm going to save it here, where we're not in Memoria, should I want to go back and actually do some other stuff out on the world map. So yeah, like I said, I might... I'm the ghost of the Cardmaster Empress. Rare Phantom. No, we are not challenging you to a card game. So, that is not the last Phantom. We have one more, and a fight to skip, so 1 second. Alright, actually, I think I'm going to make this a slightly longer episode, because we've got one more boss fight coming up that we can do. That is one big fireball. Could it be a moon? This is the birth of Gaia. Over 5,000 years ago. Now, what's above the ladder? Okay. Terror reached its peak of prosperity at this time. The people believed that their future was secure. Ultimately, that very hubris led to Terra's demise. Thus, I was created to deal with our plights. Okay. Like I said, we have one more boss fight that we can do, and then a save point after that, and then we've got the final... We've got the end game at that point. Like, so, come over here and search this, and Mace of Zeus. That will teach Vivi Doomsday. So if you want Vivi to be like Ozma, that's what you need for it. Oh, and down on the other side was the Dark Phantom. I do want to show this off because I am the ghost of the Cardmaster who controls the dark. No, because you are speaking in all caps. So screw that. So that's the Dark Phantom. And then we have we can just walk around here. Oh, that's not creepy. This is actually... So this is the boss fight that we have just now with the last of the elemental fiends, the Lich, the one that Zidane actually took on with Quina. So he's back for a second run. This boss has about 60,000 HP, Genji gloves, Siren's flute, and a black robe, and can cast Stop. How wonderful. Yeah. I'm not going to bother stealing from it, because it doesn't matter. I don't remember if he counts as undead or not. But we're gonna heal. I didn't put any earth absorption abilities or equipment on. Didn't really seem to matter. So... But this is the room that if you get to this room at a certain point in the game, if you speed run through it, this is where you find the Excalibur 2. At least I'm pretty sure this is the room. The background looks the same. It might be the next section, but I knew it was the end of Memoria, and that should be this. So, should you be looking to speedrun, this is where you need to get to. We are 50 some odd hours into this game. This is where you would need to get in a ridiculously short amount of time. So, that's a thing. Oh, you're casting Doom. Okay. He has a lot of death, which is why I'm keeping Dagger from taking any actions, because she's probably going to need to resurrect people. So, it happens, because the countdown continues on even if we are, taking our time. So, and there goes Freya, and I love how she uses Dragon, and then falls over dead. So, yeah. And Zidane, you missed? Really? Oh, and you're just going to cast Death. Even better. You have death and doom. That's obnoxious. Alright, that's really obnoxious. And level 5 death. You were just all sorts of death. I don't think I've got anyone who's... Oh. Fantastic. Everyone but Zidane. Well, I've got Phoenix Downs for this sort of thing. This is just wonderful. So what was going to be a shorter episode is now going to be a much longer episode. And, Death Cutter. Really? Do all of your abilities just have to do with death? Alright, I'm gonna Phoenix down and bring him back. Because Dagger's probably dead again. Actually, Dagger might survive that. But Zidane doesn't, because I'm pretty sure that was his, Alright, I'm just going to do damage, because I'm getting kind of tired of this. This is getting ridiculous. The number of death abilities that a single boss has. And throw out a Kiraga, because that should revive or heal Steiner as well. If that doesn't just... No, that didn't outright kill him. And Venom Powder. Okay, that's... I've got antibody, because I knew the enemies here were dicks, so... Alright. Kiraga will fix that, and everyone's alive again. So... let's just go back to doing damage to him. That's... yeah. Alright, hopefully he's not going to throw out any more level 5. I could try silencing him. I don't know if that would protect against level 5 death, but he's dead. The Lich is dead. The bitch is dead? I'm gonna go with bitch, because it was just obnoxious. And again, no XP, so... Alright, so all 4 of the Elemental Fiends have been defeated. So we are going to tent, we're going to save, and this is where I'm going to end this episode. And then after this, like I said, we have the end game. It's us against Kuja. So I will see you guys in the next installment, where we might actually beat the game. I know the last couple episodes... I know the ending after the last fights are going to take up like 2 episodes, because it's a long resolution. But, yeah, that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next installment. Till then, later everyone.